Hi everyone, good morning and good evening to everyone. Okay, today class is related to Salesforce Lightning. You know, the Salesforce having two different modules. One is the classic, another one is Lightning. You know, actually, the most of people is already know have seen in the Salesforce org what is classic, what is Lightning, and all that. But today class is going to give demonstration on the Lightning. What is Lightning component? Okay, actually, what are the more advantages compared to classic? And all we will discuss in our today's demo class. Okay. See, basically, what is lightning? Okay, before start in our lightning or anything, you have to be make sure two mandate steps in your work. First one, actually, make sure you have one edition, any edition. Okay, See, okay, so as we all as we all are some learners initial stage, right? In that case, we have to be create some free org. But in companies, they have to be use either enterprise edition or unlimited edition. First, you have to be take. After that, here you have to be enable my domain in your org. Earlier, you know, actually, whatever orgs is then classic, the domain is not create automatically. You have to be create manually. But recently, whenever you create any particular Salesforce or anything, by default, the domain also enabled based on your company name something. Okay, actually, what is mean of domain? You know, let me show you quickly. Login into in our Salesforce or where we have seen this domain.
Sir, we didn't finish development, right?
Yes, correct. Development is completely involving. Okay, sir. Lightning is completely involving into development.
Yeah, but did we finish development?
No. Okay, some concepts are pending. This is just demo of the Lightning.
Okay. All right.
Okay, actually, if you see this my domain, okay, are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Correct. See, actually, some recent releases or anything. Whenever you create any particular edition, by default it gives the domain where we have to be seen our domain and everything means. Okay, actually, in quick find you have to be search my domain. You will see your my domain. If you click on edit it, okay, you can change your domain also. Domain names are unique across all Salesforce. It is unique, right? Domain is nothing but company website. For example, actually, if you see here svtechsoft.com, right? Okay, the company website. svtechsoft is one unique domain. If I created, no one create with the same name again, right? Because of okay, see, we already purchased the domain name, website domain. Similarly, the Salesforce also by default give domain name. This domain name only you will be is okay. You will be seeing the top URL. If you see here, how you log in at Salesforce means domain.lightning.force.com. This is completely Lightning version. If you move to Classic, how we can switch to Classic? You have to be click on switch to Classic. After Classic, you will get domain name.my.salesforce.com. Understand? In classic URL, how it look like means domain.my.salesforce.com. But it Lightning, it will give domain.lightning.force.com. Clear? See, domain name automatically comes. By using this domain, you can able to log in into Salesforce also. Okay. Companies, because of actually, okay, what client you are doing and everything, you have to keep those related particular, okay, the company related name. Okay. So that actually whenever you log in into Salesforce or anything, you will see the particular domain in the top. Okay. So actually you can start the learning or to do any work in particular Lightning or anything. Make sure you have to be enabled domain in your org. But earlier, the previous organization and everything, whenever you take an edition, the domain names will not create automatically. You have to be create manually. How we can create means go to setup. Okay, my domain. You have to be click on new. You have to be enter one unique domain name. Once you enter domain name, you have to be search it. Is the domain is available or not? How we can search domain name? Go to setup my domain, right? Go to my domain. You have to be click on edit. You have to be search. For example, if you keep svtechsoft, let me see. svtechsoft is available or not. What is that? This domain is taken, cannot use because of someone is already taken this domain. You cannot create it. Okay, actually, if I keep only svtechsoft, okay, dev.dd will be open automatically. This name is already taken by someone. You cannot take that. Okay, for companies or anything, you can they can directly by using this domain URL. There is no dev, there is no ed like that. If you see a domain suffix like that. Okay, so okay, for our now we are currently doing practice in our some developer org and all, right? Later on, actually they have to be changed directly. Okay, the company .salesforce.com like that. There is no dev ed like that in the especially in the enterprise edition or some developer edition. Now here, okay, how the client people will be logging into Salesforce? They will not log in directly, log in .salesforce.com like that. They have to be enter their company URL. Just take an assumption, this is your company URL. Once they have entered this URL, the system will be asked to enter username and password. If you have entered the username and password, it will be redirected to your Salesforce org. Understand? They have to be logging through the domain. Okay, these two are two mandatory steps to start any particular lightning component. Okay, after here, what is lightning component framework? Why it is more advantage? We already classic earlier, but why this lightning component framework is more and more popular nowadays? You see, each and every client as well as companies start using to do their products on lightning only, but they can't do in classic. Classic is the older version. The lightning is the new modern version. Okay, what are the advantages by using lightning? Okay, actually why this lightning is more popular compared to classic? Okay, we will see all these concepts in today's class. First of all, what is lightning component framework? The Salesforce lightning component basically the generate or develop dynamic mobile apps or web apps and uses the single page application architecture. Means you have to be see all the creation also you can do only one page, the records viewing also you can see in the one page. Okay, even actually we can create all related child record, the child record data viewing, everything we can see in a single page by using with the help of lightning component framework. Lightning component basically we can generate custom dynamic mobile apps. Earlier, the classic version, whatever functionality you have built it, the classic is compatibility flexible only with the desktop. It won't compatible to tablet, it won't compatible to mobile. It is only desktop version. But lightning, you can use the whole application project by using your mobile. Actually, if you want to get the mobile and everything, make sure you have to go with lightning. That is what the first point denotes. Okay, the lightning component framework it generates towards developing custom dynamic mobile apps or web apps for lightning experience. And also it uses the single page application architecture. What is single page application means? As I mentioned, we can add one more, okay, so one or more component in the same screen, like detailed page, related list, or any some other sections or anything you can add in a single page. Another thing is this particular lightning component is completely based on HTML5, JavaScript, and CSS and follows MVC design pattern. MVC means model view controller. As I told you earlier, okay, the Salesforce also follows the MVC design pattern. Similarly, lightning component also follows the MVC design pattern, and it is completely lightning is completely built on HTML, CSS3, and JavaScript. Clear? Another most advantage is lightning component is strongly coupled with Apex for server-side calls. For example, if you want to insert record or if you want to update record with more logic or anything, you have to do the Apex transaction. Okay, for making the Apex server-side call. Server-side means here the data will be in the database. From lightning component, if you have to be hit your data, you have to be make one server call. The server call will be happen through the Apex controller. But here, whenever you give request or actually whenever you get response from Apex class or anything, in between the data transformation will be happen in the form of JSON. What is JSON? JSON is the Java standard object notation. It is completely lightweight. Okay, that is okay. Because of the reason, even the REST integration also completely the data transformation purpose it uses the JSON. JSON data it look like key value pair. Okay. It is completely lightweight. That is the reason all mobile applications especially use JSON service. Similarly, the Salesforce also, whenever you make any server side call or anything, the data transformation in between your Salesforce Lightning and Apex class will be happen in the form of JSON only. Okay. Next point will be Lightning component is so responsive design, which means, okay, you can use the functionality on your desktop, mobile tab. But here, no need to write multiple codes for multiple devices. You can write only one single component code. The same code is automatically applicable. Okay, applicable view based on your screen design. Understand? That is what it. Okay, it supports response design, which means your desktop, mobile, tablet will use the same database. Okay, like some same code, but but it will display the component based on your screen size. Okay, based on your screen size, the component automatically resize. Okay, then Lightning component is built on top of the Aura framework. What is an Aura? Why Lightning has built an Aura framework? Aura is an open source framework developed by Salesforce.com. Okay, what is the meaning of open source? Open source is nothing but completely free of cost. Anyone can access, anyone can do that. Okay, Salesforce Lightning is also open source framework developed by Salesforce.com, because of whenever you purchase any edition or whenever you create any edition, by default you will get all Lightning features. Okay, those particular Lightning features and everything developed based on the Aura framework. Is this clear? Do you have any doubts on this? Avinash, Krishna Reddy, Ismail, Priyanka, Raghuram, Rana, Kshatriya, Sri Lakshmi.
Yes.
Clear, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. Then we will see.
Excuse me, I have doubt.
Yes, tell me.
Yeah, how we can use this components, and we no need to write again and again this coding, right?
Yes, because of component is nothing but similar like Classic. How we can create Visual Force page, right? In Classic. Similarly, in Lightning, you have to be create components.
Okay.
Okay.
And how
Some
we can call
components we
this
can
component?
use also. Yeah, we can call one component another component. The basically why we have to be go for like this Lightning component means to build the business logic. Okay. The Salesforce by default provide out of the box features, right? Like tab, create new record or anything, right? Page load, record types and everything by default provide. But each and every client requirement you may not achieve through the Salesforce standard out of the box feature, right? For that reason, you have to be go for either Visual Force page or Lightning. Why you have to be go Visual Force page means if your version is Classic, you can go Visual Force page. If it is Lightning, you can go with Aura component to mainly to build the business logic, to design the UI and everything. Okay.
Okay. And
Okay,
in
sure, like-
ARA components, we are writing these components, right? How we can call these components? And
Yeah, those will be coming in later session.
okay.
Today class is a demo session, right?
Okay,
Just I am
okay.
giving an idea of what is Lightning component. What are the more advantages compared to Classic? Okay, why the most clients or customer especially enthusiastic to do their projects on Lightning? The later on actually how we can create Lightning component, how we can call one component another component, how we can transfer data from one component to another component, how we perform DML operation without making server-side call.
Okay.
Everything will be come up in the later sessions.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
The lightning course is completely designed for like a 20-hour session. Tell me.
Like Lightning and LWC both are same or is it different?
It's different because of Lightning is completely built on HTML5, JavaScript, CSS.
Okay.
Syntax is also different. See, 60% will be common, 40% will be different.
Okay. Okay.
If you know Lightning, it is very easy to learn LWC.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, same structure, same syntax. Okay, the next slide will be by default the Salesforce component provide component library, or you write any code like that. Okay, here go to Google. See, developer.salesforce.com Lightning component library. By default, it give all text. You know, this is the Lightning web component. This is the Lightning, right? These all are tags actually, Lightning tags. If you click on this one, by default, it gives the code here in bottom. If you see here, just you can do copy paste. For example, you know, if you want get button kind of thing, if you want to place any images, avatar images kind of thing, if you want to place any images, okay, you can simply copy paste. Clear? Another thing is if you want to place button, click on button. The code by default gives that one. If you click on this one, on click, what happened like that? Okay. If you click on this brand, what happened? You clicked brand. If you click on this one, brand outlet, like this, automatically no need to write any code. You have to be basically do copy paste. You have to be apply logic while you have click on anything. Okay. These, okay, see, most of the code by default you will see in the component library. Just you have to be do copy paste this thing. Even badges also there. Badges with icon colors. Okay. Even button icons is there. Checkbox is there. Checkboxes also. Okay. Some combo box, checkbox. Even for example, if you take any input kind of thing, Lightning input. See here, lot of formats will be there. Date, time, color, file. File means you have to be browse it, right? Simple. Lightning input, type equal to file, that's it. Any password related or anything. Okay. You have to be get all your tags from this component library without writing much code. You have to be get copy paste from this component library. Okay. But here as a developer, you have to be know how we can achieve the logic and everything you got to know. Then only it is very easy for you. Clear this one? Okay. You can go to component library or actually once you log in into Salesforce after domain, you can, okay, so you will get lightning.force.com, right? Just you can put slash component reference slash shoot.app. Once you search that one, you will get component library as well as, okay, as well as how many components are associated to your Lightning. You will see all component along with description, everything you will see within the component library. You can see your developer edition components also in bottom here. Okay. For that, you have to be login after domain component reference slash suite.app. You will see all components related to the particular, okay, medicine, what particular edition you have given domain. Once you log in, you will see it. This is the complete, okay, this particular component library is open source. Okay. But this is one related to 𝐴𝐺 only. Is this clear? We will see later, just actually where we have to be see and everything. Salesforce out of the box component means, you know, the Salesforce by default provide out of the box tags and everything by using with the help of component library. By using this component library, we can check and validate each and every tag and actually how it works on the component. Okay, it will give the particular UI along with some code. Just you have to do copy paste. Then we will see. Okay, then we will see. Okay, why should we go for Lightning? What are the more advantages by using this particular Lightning? You know, the Salesforce. Okay, actually, what are the main advantages by using this particular Lightning? First one is avoid server calls. What is this avoid server calls? Main advantage of the Salesforce Lightning is that we can avoid many server calls while working with Lightning component. The reason behind this is the Salesforce Lightning is completely based on JavaScript controller. Using JavaScript controller, we can manipulate the data within the controller itself. Okay, and so no need to call any server side call. Okay, why we have to do server side call? We have to be hit the database. We have to be perform DML operation, or you have to be querying data. For that, you have to be make server side call. But by using this Lightning component, you can simply avoid server side call. Okay, you can validate and everything within page itself. Because of this reason, Lightning is also more popular. Understand? Okay, means avoid server call means no need to depending on Apex for each and every simple logic also. You can handle most of the things within your component itself only without help of any server side call. That is the main advantage. Avoid server calls. Another one is lazy loading to increase performance. Another awesome feature in Salesforce Lightning is lazy loading to increase performance. Earlier, you know, here actual, for example, take any classic. You have detail pages there. You have related list will be there. For example, you have requirement. How many childs I have added? I want to display the count on my parent object. You build the logic. But here, if you add any child, the parent record is not displaying automatically in the classic. For that, you have to be refresh the page. Then only the data count should display on the page. But coming into Lightning, okay, no need to load the page. Automatically, you will see result on the screen. That is mean of lazy loading to increase performance. This is some another features which loads and display the particular component or particular part of the component. Whenever user want to load, not like the Visualforce page. Because of this lazy loading, we can increase the performance and data will be reflect on fly. This is uses a stateful client and stateless servers architecture. That relies JavaScript because of, as I mentioned, Lightning component is completely based on HTML5, CSS, and JavaScript. Through this JavaScript, you can do the client side validations and everything. Is this clear? Are you good with this lazy loading or not? Lazy loading means no need to refresh any particular operation or anything. The data automatically reflect on screen. For example, if you take in Visualforce page, you have two different pages that will be added into one page. If you add one page, another page data will be reflect. You have to be refresh. But Lightning is not like that. If you add any changes on one component, the data automatically reflect on another component. That is mean of lazy loading to increase the performance. Another one is faster development. Means compared to classic or anything, some other things, you can develop your components or screen very quickly, very easily with the help of Salesforce out of the box feature. Okay, the data, whatever you build and everything, it is compatible to your mobile, tab, desktop, or anything. Okay. Another most advantage is device awareness and cross-browser capability. What is that means? Okay, the Salesforce uses responsive design and provide enjoyable user experience. The Lightning component framework is built on top of the browser technology with the help of such as HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, like that. But here actually, whenever you build any code, The same code you have to be used in your tab, mobile, desktop. No need to write separate code for each and every device. The same code is applicable to any device. The based on the device, screen will be auto resize. That is mean of device aware and cross browser capability. Based on the device or anything, screen automatically resize. Clear? Is this clear or not? Device aware and cross browser capability. Yeah. Another one is Lightning App Builder. Why we have to go this Lightning App Builder? Lightning App Builder means it gives empower team or companies to develop complete application within a single page by using with the Salesforce out of the box features. You know, Lightning App Builder, you know, whenever you have any app, sales or marketing or anything, this is Lightning App Builder. I hope actually whenever you learn Salesforce or anything, you have to be seen Lightning App Builder, right? By using with the help of Lightning App Builder. If you see here, any customer or supplier, these apps you can create by using with the help of Lightning App Builder. By using Lightning App Builder, you can see your tab related component, or you can add any extra component or anything you can add it. Okay, or you can add any child component or any standard or custom component. You can so you can do. Okay, that is mean of Lightning App Builder. Another one is event-driven architecture. What is mean of event-driven architecture? Means using this event-driven architecture, you can decoupling between your components. Means here you have to be transfer data from one component to another component easily by using with the help of event-driven architecture. You can do decoupling in between your components. Another one is SLDS. SLDS means Salesforce Lightning Design System. You know, by default, the Salesforce, because of the Salesforce provide by default out of the box feature, right? But similarly, the Salesforce give one more thing, the Salesforce Lightning Design System. Okay, so it's give power to style your component in your own way. Okay, as per your need. By default, you know, okay, earlier actually we have seen HTML5, CSS, JavaScript or anything, right? But Lightning Web Component, by default, if you have opened this one, by default, without using out of the box tags or anything, by using the based on HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, by default, the Salesforce by default provides some CSS class. And they provide those classes to us. Just we have to be use that one class name one. For example, you know, you have text, right? If you have to be put H1 heading tags or anything, right? Heading size large, H1, H2, H3 like that. But here no, there is no need H1 now. By default, the Salesforce Lightning Design System means we can call this SLDS, means Salesforce Lightning Design System. Salesforce Lightning, L means Lightning, D means Design, S means System. We can call this SLDS, Salesforce Lightning Design System. By default, it will give all CSS codes, all CSS classes. We have to be used on our text. Automatically, styles will apply. For example, I want to get text success color, means green color. Okay, no need to put font color green like that. Okay, you have to use div class equal to the particular success class name. Automatically, all text get displayed in the green color. For example, if you have any error message you want to display, no need to keep font color red some. You have to use SLDS color. This is your class name. Automatically styles applicable in your component. Understanding? By default, provide lot of CSS classes or any scrolling or anything, whatever you want. Even actually they will give some tokens or anything also, icons and everything they will give it. Just you have to be use it. Okay, these are the icons provided by Salesforce. You can display the button or anything. Here, components blueprint. Blueprint means alert, avatars, images. We have seen that earlier, badges or anything. Okay, if you want get this badge or anything, you have to use. Okay, so if you can use this class name, automatically your badge will be displayed like this color. Okay, div tag, you have to use div tag. In between text, you have to be simply applied. Automatically, Lightning Design System provides the CSS, right? Based on CSS, the styles are applicable to your HTML tags. That is the main advantage of SLDS. Okay, to learn this Lightning design, Lightning is very, very easy compared to other technologies. You can develop very quickly, very easily by using with the help of Lightning Design System, Lightning out of the box. Okay, no need to write any code. You have to know how to do copy paste or anything. Okay. Next, avoid Viewstate error. Another awesome feature in Salesforce Lightning is you will never get Viewstate error when you display the data by using Lightning. But in Classic or Lightning, whenever you display data by using your Visual Force space, the page size it will take only 135 KB only. If the page size is not more than 135 KB, for example, the page size is more than 135 KB. The Salesforce by default throws an error message. Page Viewstate error. The size exceeds more than 135.5 KB like that. But whenever you show data in your Lightning, you will never get this page Viewstate error. This is another awesome feature. Okay. Another one is Lightning out. What is mean of Lightning out? If you have to be use your Lightning component outside of the Salesforce, make sure you have to use Lightning out. Lightning out means if you have to be use your Salesforce space outside of the Salesforce environment, means some another website I want to keep this particular Lightning without login, I have to be display the data or anything. You can do that, but make sure you have to be create Lightning out app. By using this app only, you can display the data or the specific component outside of the Salesforce. These all are mainly the advantages of Salesforce. Because of this reason, the Salesforce Lightning is the more popular in the market. Yeah. Do you have any questions to ask or clarify?
In this Salesforce Lightning, you are going to teach on Aura components.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct. Aura component. LWC also will be touched, but mostly on Aura. Aura will be teach A to Z. Okay.
Yeah, in this course regarding related to you are including in any real-time scenarios?
Yes, obviously the complete training will be in real-time scenarios only. Each and every day you will see that particular actually Lightning component, how it work and everything.
Okay, with the subject answer. Right?
Yes, correct. Yeah. Subject answer. So
related to the concept.
Topic. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we will give a lot of examples.
Okay.
Okay. Now here we'll see Lightning component bundle. This is the most important key to learn the Salesforce Lightning. Okay. If you have learned or actually if you want to do practice on the particular Lightning component, this is the key. Make sure you have to be know. For example, how you can create Lightning component. To create any Lightning component, you have to go to your Salesforce or then you can go to developer console. By using control, you have to be open as a separate tab. Okay, to create any Lightning component or anything, go to file, click on new. You have to be choose Lightning application. Sorry, Lightning component. Okay, you can click on Lightning component here. You have to be give your component name. Hello. Wow, my component name first. Here, those will be lot of interface will be there. We will discuss each and every interface. What is interface? Why we have to be enabled? This interface denotes where you have to be use this component. Or you want to use this component as a record detail page, or you want to make this particular component as a tab, or you want to use this your component as a quick action, or while clicking on the particular button or anything. Okay, based on your requirement, you have to be choose the related interface. Then only we can use your component into that. For example, you know, Okay, whenever we create a tab, right, Visual Force Space tab, Lightning Component tab, or something, right or not? While creation of the tab, even some object also. Whenever you have an object, then only we can see the particular object in the Lightning tab while creation of tabs. For example, Visual Force Space, right, or Lightning Component. If we can go, click on New, this particular component or Visual Force Space will not display while creation of tab. Make sure you have to be follow some standard. For example, let me give some example. So many guys is already know about the Salesforce administration, right? Your tab creation. We can create tabs by using in 4 ways, right? Custom object tab, web tab, Visual Force Space, and Lightning Component tab, right? If you click on New button, if you are already component, the component will not visible. If you want to make your component as a tab, make sure you have to check this interface. Understanding or not? Whenever you check this checkbox, then only you have to be use this component as a tab only. Understand? Each these tabs we can call as interfaces. Okay. If you click on submit it, one component automatically create here implements interface. Force column app possible. Whenever I have this interface, then only you can use your component in the tab. For example, if I refresh the screen, now we will see that component in your tab. See, because you have given or you selected this interface, force column app possible. Because of this reason, only you have been able to see that component under a tab. See, whenever you create a component, by default in right side corner, we will see lot of bundles, right? We can call these all a bundle version setting, That is what we will discuss. Whenever you create any particular class or anything, by default, it gives the 8 bundle for each component. What are the 8 bundles means? It will be component, controller, helper, style, document, renderer, design, SVG. You have to be know. Okay, actually, what bundle, what we can do. Then only your development is easy. Because of if you want to do anything on particular component, make sure you have component. This component contain bundles. Make sure you have to be know. Okay. Okay, so each bundle how it works in Salesforce Lightning. Is this clear? It gives the 8 bundles. First bundle we will see it. Okay. What is this component? The extension of each bundle is this bundle. Bundles, these bundles will not create automatically. To create any bundle, you have to be double click on it. If you double click on it, this controller gets created. Here, okay, so I'm coming into blue color. If you want to create helper related to the bundle, you have to be double click on it. One helper gets created. Understand? These are our bundles. Okay. Now we will see what is the use of component bundle. Component bundle, the extension of this particular bundle is XML. Each bundle extension will see. This particular component bundle extension is XML. The controller and helper, the extension is .jss. But here styles are there. Styles are means CSS classes. No need to apply each and every styles. You have to be commonly defined into styles. You have to use same style whenever you need. The styles automatically applicable. Then documentation. The extension of documentation is our doc. Then render extension is .js. Design extension is .js. SVG means .svg. These all are extension of each bundle. Is this clear? Quickly we will see each bundle, how it works, what are the main advantages. First, we will see component. Component bundle. Okay, component bundle. First one is. Okay, the extension of the component bundle is component.xml. This is the only one component require bundle of your component. The basically by using this component.xml, we have to be design the UI of your component. Understand? By using this with the help of bundle, you can see. Okay, Means actually you can see the particular output of the particular bundle, means UI design and everything you can do with the help of component.xml. Another one is controller.js. Basically, you can use controller.js means client-side controller based on your JavaScript or anything. If you want to perform your client-side validation or client-side logic or anything, you can build by using with the help of controller.js bundle. Okay, it contains all the logic in like JavaScript only. Okay, so as I mentioned, Lightning is completely built on top of HTML5, JavaScript, and JS. This controller.js also, this is completely JavaScript file, JavaScript based. Okay, here actually you can handle the event raised by events. Means handle by means handle. Okay, so handle the event raised by component means. Okay, I like actually on click, on change. Okay, on save, on cancel. If you want to perform any logic or anything, you have to do within your controller only. Helper.js. What is mean of helper.js? Helper.js is also same, similar to controller only, client-side controller. But here basically helper.js will be used for utilize of the code, because of here controller.js means you cannot call one function into another function. But in helper, you can define anything, the same function you can use multiple places in the controller. Okay, understanding or? But in controller, you cannot call one function to another function. But in helper, you can call one function to another function. Whatever functions you have built, the same function you can call from this controller also. Basically, helper is the nothing but reusable of the particular code you can build by using with the help of helper. Helper is contain JavaScript file only. Clear? Then style. Style.css. What is this style? Style basically you can design your component with the help of HTML tags or anything manually, because of the Salesforce by default provide the Lightning design system component. You can apply those styles automatically. You will get styles on your component. But some of the styles are not there in Lightning design system also. You have to be design your own. In that case, you have to be design all your style in CSS class. Simply you have to use that class in your Lightning component. Clear? You can apply your custom own styles or anything by using with the help of CSS. Okay. Another thing is document.aura document. By using this particular document bundle, you can give description. Okay, actually, what is the purpose I am creating the particular component? What are the logic when the client given? You can give the complete description of the particular component. You can define it to aura doc. Then render.js. Render is also one of the component bundle. What it will do means here actually overriding some default values. Means actually whenever you have some detail page, record page or anything, whenever you click on new button, by default you have to be display some of the values in your while creation of your component or adding, deleting like that. That time actually by default set some value, means you can go with render. Render.js means here client side rendering to override default rate rendering. Okay. Okay. Render means here client side rendering default rendering. Design bundle. Design bundle is also one of the things you have to be set attributes to your component using Lightning App Builder. Okay. See, actually, if you have any attributes or anything, okay, so whatever you define in the design, those particular value automatically come here. But you can set, for example, you have a requirement. By default, whoever logged in that user, I want to display that username and email address on my component. You have to be achieved through the design. Within this design particular thing, you have to be define your attribute. You have to be set your values by using Lightning App Builder. Those values you can use in your component. Design bundle, because if I tell also you will not understand it, because if I show in real-time example, then only you will able to get better understanding. Design basically this bundle used to enable a design form of the business users to set attributes. But here you can set attributes by using with the help of Lightning App Builder. Okay. Another thing is SVG. SVG means If you want to place your own custom icon or logo, images, or anything, you can place by using this with the help of custom icon resource. Custom icon SVG. SVG is also one of the bundle in Salesforce to place any particular custom icon in Salesforce. You have to use the SVG bundle. Is this clear? To create any lightning component or anything, first of all, you can go to developer console, file new lightning component. There you have to give the name of your component, as well as you have to select some interface. Whatever interface you have selected, those particular places you can use this particular component. This is all about what is lightning component, why we should go for lightning, what are the prerequisites to learn this particular lightning. Then we will see lightning advantages, then lightning component bundles. Is this clear? Is this clear or not?
Clear.
Yeah.
Kishore, the developer must know this Lightning language.
Yes,
Lightning
obviously, because of the more demand in the market, not classic, it's lightning only.
Okay.
Because of the almost 90% of companies using lightning only. No one is asking about classic Visual Force space. Every company asking, do you have an experience in lightning or not? Okay. Lightning will be two types, Aura and LWC. This class is especially more and more designed with Aura. LWC also will be teach, but less. More and more concept will be covered and teach on the lightning only. Okay. But in our regular session, we will see each and every bundle. If you check this particular lightning tab, right, by default, it will give one interface, correct or not? Implements course column in course column app host. Then whenever you have this interface, then only you can use this particular component as a tab. Otherwise, you cannot use your component as a tab. For each checkbox, by default, it gives some interfaces. Okay. Those we will see in our further classes. Do you have any questions or need to clarify anything?
Sir, hello, sir.
Yes, yes, understand.
Is Lightning an MVC framework, sir?
Yes, Lightning is completely based on Aura framework.
Aura. Okay.
Yeah. The Salesforce is having an artificial community, but Lightning is also follows ambitious design pattern because of all your UI, business logic, database, everything within the page itself you can do. But Aura, okay, see, Lightning is completely built on Aura framework. Aura is an open source framework developed by Salesforce. You can create our Lightning component or anything by using this Aura. Clear?
Okay, sir.
But here, my question: can I use Visual Force page into Lightning?
No.
No, Kishore.
Are you sure?
Yes, because it's only for classic.
Yes, sir. But can I use Lightning component in Salesforce Classic?
Maybe I'm not sure.
We can, because of as I mentioned, the project is already built based on the Salesforce new release or anything. It won't impact on the existing functional, existing behavior, right or not? That is the reason Lightnings you can use into Visual Force Space Classic. Understand? Yeah, because of to learn this particular Lightning Aura, what is the actually what is we have to get an idea. Means you have some get idea on the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you know JavaScript, okay, if you have bit idea, not much complex, not like that much complex. I'm telling you, it's very simple and clean JavaScript. Okay, don't think about HTML pages, web designing like that. Not like the that much complex. It is a simple HTML JavaScript. While clicking on the particular button, you have to be called one method automatically from the controller, right? Okay, you have to be get an idea about functions and button events, that's fine. Okay, it's very simple and clean programming language. Okay, no need to worry if it doesn't have an idea. We will teach from the scratch. Yeah. Okay, guys, let me stop for today's demo. Let me continue from tomorrow. Okay. Most probably, Lightning regular class will be happen mostly by this Friday or Monday. Okay. Actually, my team will give an update. Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks for joining. Do you have any doubts?
So what about the developing side? Like, is we completed the trigger?
No. That's development still pending. We will continue from tomorrow.
Okay.
The development we are pending is some concept. Okay, we will discuss tomorrow. This is especially demo related to the Salesforce Lightning. Okay, how it
Tomorrow,
works. Yes. Because of this Lightning batch will be starting from Friday. Tomorrow, I have developer class is there.
okay. The demo, right? Developer demo.
Not demo. No, developer regular class is already going on.
Okay.
So we are pending with some of concepts in development side. We have to do
Okay.
things. Especially this Lightning, we will be continue from Monday or Friday by this week or next week. Okay.
Okay.
My team will be getting on.
New batch is going to start in Lightning, right?
Yes, sir.
Monday onwards. Okay.
This Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have doubt in this Lightning component. Can we use this pick list? Add the values in pick list Lightning component?
Yes. See, I told you that component library, right?
Okay.
See, no need to write or anything. You can go to component library. Pick list means you have to be simply type select list or not. This is Aura.
Okay.
Menu items or pick list path or list view dialog box kind of thing. These are the list view. Menu list kind of thing, right? See, you can use this one UI menu items like that.
Okay. UI menu item.
Yes. Or you can use select list also there. Lightning select list. Here Lightning select is there, right?
Hmm.
Select, right? If you see a drop down, you can simply use copy paste this code, right? Lightning select is a tag. If you want to add values, you can use option, right?
Oh,
Choose 1, 1, 2 like that.
okay.
Okay.
And
You can
can
select
we add
any one.
labels also, right? In this?
Yes,
labels?
label also there,
More-
right? Here label.
More than one label also?
Yes, correct. This is the value. This is the label.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. Drop down with menu items. You know, these are things. Apple or anything.
Okay.
Okay. See, everything is there. No need to write code. Just you can do copy paste from the component level. Even actually, we are in. Okay, we are also in Salesforce. Right? So basically, we cannot remember. Go to component library. You have to be applied. For example, you know, you have to be get value dynamically runtime, right? You okay? So no need to define multiple operations. You have to define all values on top, red, green, yellow, blue, like that. Okay, hundreds of values are there. You get value from backend or custom setting, or you can define it top. But I want to display all values. In this case, you have to use iterate, Aura iterate. Aura iterate is working as a page block table.
Okay.
You know, right? Visual Force page block table, value and var. Here to make the loop, for loop kind of thing. If you have to make looping in the Salesforce Lightning, you have to use Aura iterate, items and var. How many items you have? That many times it will be loop will be happen. Option text, or you can put value. You can define the label here like that. Automatically, how many values you have? All values are get displayed there.
Oh.
Clear?
Yeah, it's clear, sir. Thank you.
See, everything is there in the component library. Okay. In our regular class, we will see each and every component library. What is accordation? What is avatar? What is badges? What is button? And everything will be seen how it works.
Okay. You are
Each
only
and
going to
every-
take the classes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
will be most of classes taking on this one only. We can build the new UI design. Okay. While clicking on the save, how we can save, how we can keep validation, how we can define the functions in JavaScript. Okay. So while clicking on the particular button, is it called from the controller or not? How we can call helper methods and everything. Complete training will be happening in real time. I told you simple things, only a lot of complicated things also there. We can discuss those things also.
Okay.
Okay.
And if we want to call those labels in helper and all, we can call how
Yes,
we can
correct.
call
Helper also we can
labels.
call. Yes.
Okay.
We can call. In that case, we have to be different some attributes or something. You know, we can call these are attributes. For example, select this. Let me show you. This is our select
Components.
dynamic option, right? These are nothing but attributes, right? These attributes may you can define in your helper or controller.
No.
Understanding that? This is the value. If you have select any value, the value automatically give to your controller or helper. See?
Okay.
Okay,
In
so how we
CMP
can call it
also.
everything, we'll see. Yeah.
In CMP also, right?
Yes. Okay, so this is component. CMP is nothing but component only. This is a controller, this is helper. These all are bundles only. Okay. You know, controller is nothing but I shown you right just now I created. This is
Yes.
controller, this is component. For example, if you want to display the same code here, you have to do copy paste. Same thing. Automatically you will get it. Okay. This is your controller. This is your helper. That's it. We will see in later classes actually how we can call this particular attribute in your helper or controller or anything from the component. We will see. Okay.
Yeah, if I
In
want
the
to
simple code, we can do n number of examples.
Yes, yes.
Okay. For example, if there is an input text, we can get the value n number of this. With attribute, without attributes, those we will see in later session. Because if we tell all these things development, you may get confusion. Okay. One
Yes.
simple example how we can achieve what is the best practice we need to be followed. We will see. We have to be minimize the code. We cannot write n number of code, right?
Yes.
This is also not best practice. They have written 100 lines of code, but actually how we can simplify it, we will see it later classes. Okay.
Okay.
This is just demo. Just give some idea. Okay. What are the main advantages of Lightning? That's it. In real classes, we will see with more example, with more practical session. Okay.
Okay.
The complete training will be happen on hands-on only. It's Lightning. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
if you
guys.
don't, yeah,
Yeah.
I have one more doubt if you don't mind.
Yes, tell me.
Yeah. If I add some values in pick list, I want to call it in helper. So how
Helper means maybe I understand you have some account object, right? There is this stage is there, right? Standard values. You want to display those values in your component, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple. In that case, same component only. You can define it. Same component helper, right? You have to be define same attribute, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Same attribute you can define it. Okay. You can set those values from the helper. This is the attribute name, right? Colors.
Yeah.
Those values you can call from your Apex class or something. Those values.
Okay.
Okay. Here you have to be set values. This is the JavaScript variable.
Yeah.
Colors.
Mhm.
By using with the help of push method, you have to be add values in your helper automatically. How to add values into this one means this is your helper, right? Helper.
Yes.
You have to be get pick list values, right?
Yes. Sir.
Here, first you can create var array, list something. You can define it array.
Oh.
a new array list, something. Okay, because the array means collection or group of value. Okay, here if you want to add values in your list or anything, you can add into dot push off. Push is a method to add values into the array in JavaScript. Okay, once you add anything in component dot setup, what is your attribute name? Colors, right? Yeah. Colors. You have to be set colors dot this particular array name you have to be defined. But this helper you have to be called in your component. You cannot directly call this helper in your component. This is the mediator.
Okay.
You cannot call any method directly from helper. If you want to call helper method into your component, but here this particular method, helper method, make sure to be called from your component.
Okay.
Then only this helper will call. Okay.
Okay.
If I tell,
So-
others will get confused. We'll be
Okay.
continuing in the next class. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we must write the code in controller.
Controller
right?
only. Yes.
So we
correct.
cannot go on directly add in the pick list.
Yes, correct. You cannot do that. Make sure it will go as a controller only. Controller will be working as a mediator, but others will get confused.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
because of they
thank you.
don't know Lightning, they haven't sorted it.
Okay.
If I tell these things, because after 3 classes is more enough to understand all these things. Okay. We'll be going with basic example.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then
Your
we
good
will
name?
see the complex. My name is Kishore.
Kisha. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Please
Okay.
let me know when the batch is
So
started.
mostly like we are starting from Friday. So please
Okay.
contact us with exam. Okay.
Yeah. I can touch it.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank
Guys. Thank you so much.